All right, guys, so I just got this pretty handy dandy little DJI setup here, which means I'm going to be able to do more vlog style content. Makes it a lot easier than having a full camera setup. So I'm going to take you guys through a little bit of a day. Morning's already done. We got some work out of the way, starting a little bit late, but we are headed to the gym right now. We're going to meet up with Kason Grainger. We're going to get in a workout, and I'll see you guys there. Well, we might do some stuff in the car. We'll see how this works. Yeah, this definitely isn't gonna work. I would need something to actually hold on to this, so I will catch you guys at the gym. All right, we are at Alpha Land. Oh, take a look at this beauty in the back, the Nissan Altima. All right, let's get to this. But first off, I wanted to talk to you guys about something, because there's a topic. I'll probably make a full video on it in a bit, but there is this thing that's really been bothering me, and that is what I would call the sicko crowd, or sicko, however you want to pronounce it, calories in, calories out crowd. And what I mean by that is the people that have such a limited knowledge on calories and the way that nutrition works, that when somebody says that they can't lose weight or that they're struggling to lose weight, all they do is just say sicko to that person. I'm like, guy, you are not helping. You are not helping in any way. Now, there are people who completely deny calories whatsoever, that they exist, that there's any tangibility to them, and that it's going to make any difference to their physique. But if you say it to somebody who has even an ounce of knowledge, they're probably going to be like, well, yeah, I understand that calories cause weight gain, but I don't understand how to go about dieting, how to go about getting myself healthy. And it's like saying, okay, we have a poverty crisis in America, or I should say, probably not. I mean, maybe a little bit in America, but just in the world in general, we have a poverty issue. And somebody comes in and says, I mean, just save more money than you spend. Done. It's like, okay, that's not really helpful to those people. So I'll probably make a full video on this later, like different tips, tricks that you can help people out with who are struggling when it comes to diet. But if that's your go-to response to somebody who is struggling to lose weight, or struggling to gain it, or whatever else, you're not knowledgeable. You're just an a-hole. Sorry. But I'm gonna go meet with Kason now. But guys, we got Kason here. We're about to get in a workout, so let's start hitting some chest. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm showing Kason my favorite incline machine. This machine is just awesome. But I'm gonna get warmed up. Nice. Okay, that's crazy. It's literally, watch this. Watch the camera as I move, and then oh, that is sweet.
That is super convenient.
All right. Yeah, all right, let's do this. We got the gym pin, and now it's time to hit our first working set on this. Hopefully I can keep you guys in frame during this. Still trying to figure out this overall setup. All right, can I get you to help me just out of the bottom?
Yeah, you like right here?
Yep. Ready? Thank you. Oh. Should have let that go a little sooner, but hey, live and learn, right? Don't want to tear my shoulder. All right, next exercise. We are on to our next exercise. We are doing this flat press. Oh, it's following my face. Gotta get used to that. So, just doing these right here. And the one thing to remember with this that I think a lot of people, they miss out on is because it gets significantly heavier as you get closer to the top, you do not need to lock out. I'm not saying you can't do it for the first, like, whatever reps you're doing, but when you get closer to failure, like I see a lot of people, if they can't lock out fully, they'll just end the exercise. I'm like, I still feel like the chest has a little bit more to give there. So what I will do is I will do a couple partials in there, even though they're not really partials, they're just work for the chest. So it's like a lot of people are like, oh, well, you're doing partials, and blah, blah, blah. It's not really partials. What it is I'm actually working the chest and trying not to take my triceps to failure. I'm trying to take my chest to failure. So you will see me do some partials on this, but let's get warmed up and then we'll hit a set. Kason was just like, dude, like, you're like really strong. Dude, I'm 30. I'm 30. So you can't compare yourself to me, or at least it doesn't even make sense to even try to compare yourself to like my strength levels until you're at least somewhat within the vicinity of my age. You guys are all so young. And the thing that people don't realize, this is the thing, if you stay in the gym for a long period of time, even if you're training for hypertrophy specifically, and you don't get very strong over the course of that time, you're doing something wrong. Because progressive overload is the way that you continue to grow over time. So if you're not getting strong, even though it's not necessarily a squat, bench, deadlift movement, if you're not getting strong on the movements that you are doing, something's wrong. Like, you will get stronger over time, especially when you tend to stay in the lower rep ranges, like 4, 5, 6, 7, like I do, you're gonna get strong. Lock on my face, lock on my face. There we go.
It's working now?
Yeah. Stay. Get it all set up. Detected face, there we go. No, if you ever want to have a conversation with somebody and you want to find the middle ground with them, because like a lot of people are like, oh, like bro lifting is better, science-based lifting is better. Like, all you got to do is bring up how certain bro lifters did things that were like more scientific than they realized at the time. And then they'll start to realize it's like, okay, so you're not saying like, I'm not going to grow by lifting like a bro. You're saying there's additional things I could be adding in order to make my training a little bit more efficient. Yeah. So if you're talking about a guy like Ronnie Coleman, right? I'll see a lot of people be like, oh, well, Ronnie Coleman, he didn't train science-based and blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, there's a lot of things that he did that were actually like pretty smart. So for example, when if you ever watch him do like his dumbbell presses, every time he did them, it was always this. It was this to here. He didn't bother with like coming up and like locking his arms out right here because he was trying to work the chest, which makes a lot of sense. Like, because by the point you get to there, you're not really doing anything for the chest other than just an artificial squeeze because you're not because it's like it's not coming from the side.
Doing the touching at the top.
Exactly.
Doesn't do anything.
It's like, so like some of these people, they were figuring things out as they went without even realizing that that's just like thinking through anatomy and physiology on a deeper level than most people will.
Yeah.
So, go tell that to your bros. And now we're going to do. I'm curious to see what setting he puts it on, because I have a setting that I like putting it on. Shoulder press now. You guys know I don't do this very often, but we're on Casey's workout today, so let's get it. Good enough. Guys, you might not be able to hear Kason the best.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't think yours is working. If you want to just put it over there in the case. What are my test levels? Usually somewhere between 500 to 700, but they get lower when I cut. All right, I know this is probably the most awkward ending to a video in YouTube history, but I was having technological issues. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. So Kason and I finished up our workout. Obviously, this is like 3 days later. The mic ran out during the time. It was just a disaster. But I will catch you guys in the next video, and hopefully it will be a little bit more fine-tuned than this one was. TNF out.